fire off a one-for-all smash at me?
Oh my goodness.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my wife Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to episode 14 of My Hero Academia. Bizarre, Gran Torino appears.
Bizarre indeed.
You have to say it with the exclamation.
Bizarre!
There, yeah.
Gran Torino appears. If you're excited for more episodes of My Hero Academia, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Sunday and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see several episodes ahead right now, these episodes are all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms. Alright, are we excited for episode 14 of My Hero Academia Season 2?
Absolutely.
Alright, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
You'll all be interning with pros. Got it? Even those of you who didn't get any offers.
You've received an offer from a hero who'd like to take you on. The hero's name is Gran Torino. He taught at this school back in my day, but only for 1 year. In fact, the man was my homeroom teacher.
Hello, I'm here from UA High. It's Izuku Midoriya. I'm really looking forward to...
Yikes.
Holy whoa, he's dead!
I'm alive.
He's alive!
So he's alive.
Perfect. All right. All right.
Just had to give him a little scare there.
I mean, that's a way to make a first impression.
See, I was carrying a nice big plate of sausages covered in ketchup when he accidentally tripped and fell down. Clumsy me.
Okay,
The white
that's a
clothes
little
are
weird.
untouched, though.
Yeah.
Now, who did you say you were?
I'm Izuku Midoriya from UA High School.
You're who now?
I'm Izuku Midoriya.
So what's your name, boy?
Oh, great. He
Oh
was
my
All Might's
goodness.
teacher, so I knew he had to be pretty old. But I didn't expect him to be
He's
bonkers.
very old.
I could really use some food.
Some food?
Now
Yoshinori?
the sausage is ruined.
Midoriya!
His face.
He's just-
I'm sorry. That exchange where he goes, Toshinori?
Some food?
Toshinori?
Midoriya!
Like, I love that.
That's so
Excuse
Mitch
me.
McConnell coded.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
need to...
I don't know if we're permitted to make that joke. I don't...
Excuse me. I just need to make a phone call. I should probably let All Might know the state this guy's in. He's not fit to mentor.
He needs help.
Ah! Hey, wait, that's my stuff!
Why don't you fire off a one-for-all smash at me? I want to know how far you've come in terms of handling its power.
Is this even the same guy as before?
It's a pretty good costume. Now, where's that attack?
But, sir...
Hey, what are you
It's
doing
like, I don't want
here?
to shatter your
What is
hip.
with this guy?
You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here because I need to learn how to control One for All. I have to
He's a
get
little
so much
kooky.
better at it. And fast. I'm also here because I don't know if All Might has much time left. I'm sorry, but I can't waste my whole week messing around like this, sir. I hope you'll excuse me.
As I thought.
Oh my goodness.
It's time for you to show me what you can do, ya newbie.
Okay.
Bizarre. Gran Torino appears. What are your first thoughts on this man?
On television. The way you
I'm
used
very
your power
confused
was
about the like
unthinkable,
old man versus
reckless.
not old man thing he has going
He's
on.
not
Yeah.
training you well. He may be the symbol of peace and the #1 hero, but All Might's a total novice when it comes to teaching.
You said it was
I can
reckless?
only imagine what a blunder he is in the classroom.
Yeah, he never really
So
taught
to get
before.
started, you bunch of newbies.
Why is he being such a dick to All Might?
All Might
He was his
calls
teacher.
newbies too.
That doesn't,
Yes.
that's not like,
You know what I mean? A little bit.
I was homeschooled, so I actually don't know if that's like a normal. It wasn't when I was in college.
It's a bit like your grandma, I feel like, roasting your mom, like, for making little, like...
Never saw that happen.
Sports festival
You watched the
on television.
festival.
The way you used your power was unthinkable. Reckless. He's not training you
Interesting.
well. He may be the symbol of peace and the #1 hero, but All Might's a total novice when it comes to teaching. I can only imagine what a blunder he is in the classroom.
Too busy being a hero.
Shall we get started, you
All right.
bunch of newbies?
Hey, All Might called us newbies too. And he has two sides, sometimes playing dumb. This
That's
really is
funny.
his teacher.
I
Okay.
can't stand to watch you use your quirk that way, so I suppose I'll have to teach you. Now, hurry and get your costume on.
I'm ready. Teach me everything.
Smile.
Okay.
His little All Might
All
smile
right.
is so cute.
It's very cute.
Dear Izuku Midoriya, as we made repairs to your costume, our designers
Thank
decided to
God.
make a few changes in regards to materials and appearance.
Thank you,
for
designers.
understanding.
No more
Trust
Bunny
me,
Rabbit
it's gonna
Man.
look a whole lot cooler.
It's like it was meant to look like All Might. I'm like,
Change stuff around without asking
And you
me.
didn't succeed.
Guess I shouldn't be surprised after seeing Natsume at work. Well, whatever the case.
so
will be
this
my
was made
first
by the
battle
person
in
that
new
made all
version of my
the support
mom's
gear.
Right.
All right. let's
Very
get started.
cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Show me
I
your
think
big
it's way
fan.
cooler.
Yeah.
You're sure this is a good idea? I'm
he's
kinda
just saying
worried
full
since
on
I've never
smash
used
him,
this
just-
suit before. Plus, you know, this place is small. And if I accidentally fired a smash at 100%, then your body wouldn't be able to handle it.
Good grief, kid. A chatterbox, aren't you? I'm losing patience.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
that really hurt.
Still got the moves.
What? You didn't realize my true strength earlier? I can't believe
Lesson
you're the ninth
number
holder
one.
of this great power. All
Ninth?
Might's hardly taught you anything.
He's the 9th one.
Oh.
So
Okay.
that fame doesn't translate into being a good mentor.
But he didn't. Wait. Okay.
He's saying Deku is the 9th.
Deku is the 9th.
He was
All
not
Might
the
is the 8th,
7th.
but he was not the 7th.
No, he was
He's
the
All
best
Might's
friend
teacher.
of the 7th.
Best friend of the 7th taught All Might.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
With All Might's teacher, pretty much.
I see. Okay.
Like,
okay.
essentially,
Okay.
All Might, it's hard for anybody who's using One for All and trying to teach the next one to teach them because they're actively being the #1 hero.
Right.
All Might's in a unique position where he's a little bit
can't anymore.
limited, so he is trying, but he's never done it before because
Right.
he's usually in action. You know what I mean?
It would be like an athlete becoming a coach, like in
Yeah.
their early 20s because of an injury.
Exactly. Always listen up when he's talking because he knows a lot more than most people.
What? You didn't realize my true strength earlier? I can't believe you're the 9th holder of this great power. All Might's hardly
right.
taught you anything. Guess all that fame doesn't translate into being a good mentor.
He's too fast. How does his quirk work?
Quick.
Come on, think. There's no place for me to hide. And he's not
Like, as an
giving me
old
any
man, this is
openings.
impressive
like,
as
what
hell,
is
right?
this?
Figure out
happening?
where he is. I need to stop him from moving somehow. Imagine the egg in the microwave, not exploding. He's passed behind me twice. That means
Clever analysis.
How is he not
newbie.
gonna die?
Nice try, but you're a little stiff.
He's too slow.
There's discord within your
Wow.
mind. That's why I bested you.
crap. I thought for sure I was gonna land
Okay.
that punch.
Listen to me. The way you used One for All in the cavalry battle and the tournament showed that you're adjusting to the quirk. You understand its fundamentals, but your admiration for All Might and sense of loyalty to him are shackles on you.
Shackles? But how?
It's true that you need to get
Interesting
stronger and
phrasing.
quickly. Time waits for no man. Real villains don't care if you've reached your full potential yet, and you think One for All is more special than it really is.
Then, what should I do?
Think about that on your own time. Meanwhile, I'll go buy us some grub. Clean this place up while I'm gone.
Lot to take
I
in.
am
Admiration for All
monumentally
Might.
confused by this
Is a
guy.
shackle?
All right, what are your first thoughts on Gran Torino?
The switching back and forth between the like hero teacher version of himself and the like kooky old man who just keeps like forgetting Deku's name is really interesting from like a teaching point of view, because I feel like that's not the first impression you would want to make, which makes me feel like it's not controllable, which I want to learn more about. And then the way that he kind of talks about and thinks about All Might is really interesting, because I feel like we haven't really heard anyone in this show say a thing about him other than Endeavor. Deku walked in and he's like, hey,
I saw
All
the
Might
sports festival
sucks.
and you broke your body. He's obviously not doing anything right. I'm interested for you to see like what he's sort of prompting Deku to do.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see that, especially in conjunction with just kind of the way that whole fight went, where he's just like, I'm just gonna be a pinball machine, and then just kind of like throwing Deku into the deep end kind of thing. And then again, not prefacing any of the stuff he was saying about All Might, but just kind of just zero context. We're just in the midst of it right away. Really interested to see how that kind of teaching style impacts Deku, who's someone who just like famously overthinks everything. Like that's like so
no time to think.
Just the exact opposite of the way that he's processed things his entire life. So that'll be interesting.
Same time, Hosu City.
On a normal day, I'd just be waiting for client calls to come in. Not really exciting, but things have been fairly hectic here lately.
So you're using street patrols to suppress crime?
Yeah, exactly. Man, I kinda can't believe Ingenium's little brother is interning at my agency. I'm sure you had offers from pros with much bigger followings than mine.
The hero killer. So elusive, he's managed to avoid capture for his deplorable crimes. I know that I might not find him, but still. I have to try to track the villain down. Because I can't forgive him for what he's done.
So he's in the same city that his brother was.
Now I get it. You must be the ones who attacked UA. You want to recruit me to build up your little group again.
Yeah, it'll be great. You've got so much experience.
And what's your mission?
For now, I really just want to kill All Might. I like to destroy anything that pisses me off. Like this little brat here. Game over.
I was a fool to think you could offer me anything. It turns out you're the type of person I hate most in this world. The goals of your league are those of a child.
Did not see that coming.
What meaning is there to killing if you don't have real convictions?
The hero killer's stain. Tomura Shigaraki cares only about wanton violence, so we brought this man in to guide him. Perhaps we made a mistake. Master, should I step in?
Let it happen. It's possible this is the only way he'll learn anything. He needs to think about the ways he must grow, how he can mature. Only then will he reach his potential.
There's so much to think about. I'm just like...
Hey, we can just keep going. We'll figure
buffering.
it out.
Okay.
My admiration for All Might is a shackle. I understand the fundamentals, but there's discord in my mind. I believe...
I just put together that All Might kept telling him, it's like the egg in the microwave, like the egg in the microwave. And the first thing his other new guy said is, get that microwave the fuck out of here. It's a terrible analogy. Like,
that's funny.
Whoa.
I understand the fundamentals, but there's discord in my mind. I believe One for All is more special than it is. Is that what's making my movement stiff? What does stiff even mean? Okay, look at all this in a different way. What makes a movement flexible? I know! How I think about it. One for All, those big smashes are like my special moves. But I saw him use it up close. Why didn't I notice then? Now I see. Quirks are just extensions of our bodies. So then, I need to start thinking of One for All as being part of me. That's it. I get it.
Well, at least he's mentally adept and forward-thinking for a kid.
Okay.
But I already knew that
Nicest
from the
thing
festival.
we've heard all day.
You found a good one, huh, Toshinori? Or should I say, All Might?
Toshinori.
Fantastic.
Who calls who what name is that sounds weird, but
I know what you mean.
In this show is important. Like Bakugo only names people he actually thinks are worthy.
100%. Well, if it's like using their human name or their superhero name, it's like
to be perfectly frank, I don't like you very much.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP!
I know full well why you chose my agency. Because I'm one of the top 5 most popular heroes.
That's why he's the
look,
GOAT!
you're the one who made an offer for me.
Yes, recently all my recruits have been perfect little angels. So you certainly stood out. I watched the way you fought at the sports festival. You have a good handle on your powerful quirk and a decent grasp of its application as well. You're an outstanding talent.
Yeah, the like
I'd say you're already good enough to take on as a sidekick. Cool. However, you do have a fatal flaw. You believe you're the best, and you display that belief without regard for how it reflects on you or your image. You have a ferocious nature.
Interesting.
Don't tell me you brought me here just to give me a lecture!
I have to correct people like you. It's part of my duty to society. Heroes and villains are cut from the same cloth. So your job here is to watch me.
'Cause fabric.
I'll show you what makes someone a hero.
What in the hell are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm educating you on becoming an exemplary pro. That includes being aware of the way you speak, your appearance, controlling your emotions, your
important
morals.
training for him.
There are
like
countless
media
things
training.
you need to learn, but in the brief period of 1 week, I will stitch these things into the fabric of your being.
Okay.
Oh! Tetsu? Kirishima!
Just
The
have to
Gene
say,
guy is cooler than I thought.
Best Jeanist is cool as shit.
Yeah.
I love Best Jeanist.
Very.
He is so cool.
Do we know the voice actor?
He's Lelouch. Oh.
I knew it.
Wow. So smart. I set you up for failure. That was my fault. Oh my god. You fool.
That was humiliating.
You fool. I have it on video too. I'm going to do the instant replay. So smart. Anyway. I said set you up and I said just kidding.
That includes being aware of the way you speak, your appearance.
But Best Jeanist is awesome.
Your
Yeah.
emotions, your morals. There are countless things you need to learn.
Do people think he's hot? I'm sorry.
Best Jeanist?
Do people think he's hot?
I've never heard that, but I think we have our first Best Jeanist simp here. Wow. Funny that you don't simp for Lelouch either. It's just Best Jeanist. I think the threads have to do with it. Oh boy.
Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry.
Oh boy. Taking notes here.
Don't.
I'll go get some denim. It'll be great.
Canadian tuxedos. It's.
You're ridiculous. Don't cry.
No. This isn't because he. Just that it's not like he's so hot, because I don't think that. I just, for a guy wearing a full jeans getup, I didn't expect this kind of vibe, and it made me think that maybe other people thought that.
Yeah.
There are countless things you need to learn, but in the brief period of 1 week, I will stitch these things into the fabric of your being.
Wow! Tetsu? Kirishima! Hey man, what are you doing here?
We were able to put in 2 offers.
Same.
I love them.
Let's begin right away.
I look forward to working with you.
I was impressed by the guts both of you showed at the sports festival. I like you two. However, being a hero isn't easy, and you can't rely on brute force alone. So this week, you'll learn from my experience.
That's the chivalrous hero. He's so manly.
Wait for me to finish speaking!
Yes, sir. Apologies.
Seems I'll have to teach you proper manners, too.
Thank you very much, sir.
First, let's talk about why we're even here. Pros receive wages from the government, so we're civil servants. But there's more to it than that.
Okay.
With the quirks we offer, our responsibilities are different from regular workers. Regarding our actual duties.
Basic hero goal.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
With the quirks we offer, our
Government
responsibilities
employees.
are different from regular workers. Now, regarding our actual duties.
Basic hero goal, control crime, right? When a crime occurs, the police will contact us. These requests come in all at once, filtered by district. We file reports on the services we provided, assisting with arrests, rescuing people, etc. Then a special agency looks at our work and decides how much we should be paid. They'll catch on quick, kiddo.
Okay.
To be so friendly.
So it's based on quality.
Additionally, heroes are allowed to have side jobs. There were a lot of arguments about this when the world of pros was first being established. But heroes
like
ended
professional
up being
athletes.
so popular that the public demanded it. For
Yep.
example, I'm about to
Gotcha.
film a commercial. Stick around, okay?
Oh, well, I was
It's like
kinda
college
hoping I'd
athletes
see
being
something a little more
influencers.
Yeah.
actiony.
No, this sort of attention is something you can't avoid if you're a pro. Besides, she was kind enough to offer her wisdom to an unworthy student. So I'll take every lesson she has to give.
She's really into this.
All right.
Okay, but isn't there anything
She's
else we
also
can do while you
a little
film
bit
this
in her
commercial
feelings
or
there.
whatever?
Yeah.
Do you know why I chose to recruit you two? Any thoughts?
Well, I guess.
It must be because you saw such heroic potential in us.
Of course I did. But there's another reason. You're both very cute young ladies.
Interesting.
Heroes must practice and train constantly. You can't take a break even when you're on patrol.
Right? Hey! Oh man, this is so much harder than class.
You know what's a useful skill? Knowing how to pass the time while you're waiting to be called out to rescue someone. Got that?
Sure.
This is not the kind of role play I was hoping for.
That surprises me.
I've been waiting for
I love that out of all of them, Sue's just putting in work. She's just like
Zero complaints.
just
I've been waiting for
on
you,
it.
Shoto. You're finally ready to walk down the path of the mighty.
I have no intention of following any path you've created. Only I can decide my future.
Is that so? You
Yes.
should go get ready. We're going out.
Where to?
It's time I show you what it means to be a hero.
So he is interning with them though.
I'm snoring. I'm snoring.
That's
Can't be
interesting.
serious.
I'm sorry.
I'm snoring. I'm snoring.
You can't be serious. The first day of training down, and all he did was test me once. No actual hero work or field training. He just passed out after coming back with food. Gran Torino. I didn't get any hits when I searched for that name.
Oh,
UA teacher
weird.
For just 1 year. It's one big mystery. I need to change the way that I think about One for All. It's part of me. My classmates use their quirks as if it's completely natural, but I still think of mine as something I have to call upon. If I could use
Because
even
they've had it their
5%
whole
of my
lives,
power,
right?
it was
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
I'd be able to move like Kachan.
Did you hear that though?
5% of my... But I still think of mine as something I have to call upon. If I could use even 5% of my power like it was nothing, I'd be able to move like Kachan. Mr. Aizawa and Kirishima
Wow.
said the same thing. If I can just master my quirk, I'll be able to do so many things. But first, I need to be able to use it instantly. Alright, I'll try this out. 5% should be enough here. 1, 2, 3, the roof. That shouldn't be too hard, right? Imagine the egg not exploding in the microwave.
Whoa.
I was afraid that would happen.
Yikes.
I need to brace myself and use my arms to cushion the impact. Which means, for the second jump, I need to put power into both my arms and my legs. If I don't do
Okay.
it quickly enough, then I'll end up breaking my bones in the fall.
Yikes.
I can't take the time to visualize the result like I normally do. But I have to try it.
You can't visualize.
Can't take the time to
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
Send it.
Gotta put some power in my arms. This time I'll switch faster.
I mean, realistic.
Yeah. No, that's how it would go.
Let's go. It's not our problem, honey.
Guy just throwing
Just
himself into the
jumping
wall.
up and down in an alley, yelling faster, faster.
God, quicker.
Good morning. What's wrong? You look
His
beat.
face is fucked up.
I
Yeah.
was training on my own yesterday and went too far. I tried to
Oh,
take
surprise.
everything you said to me and put it into practice.
Says
It was just
you.
no good. Obviously, I
You're
still
right.
have a long way to go.
It's your first time trying, so it's to be expected.
Why are you still staring at me?
Because you are in absolutely no position to be judgmental.
Yes,
of
I
Deku.
am.
No, you're not.
I don't go too hard. I'm trying my best.
Literally.
I jogged at a 10-minute pace.
Obviously, I still have a long way to go.
It's your first time trying, so it's to be expected. That is how training works. Of course, I suppose All Might can't wrap his mind around that. He was pretty much able to use One for All right off the bat, so I taught him in a very different manner.
Literally
Of course, he
had
the
it.
body going for him, so there's that.
Whoa, All Might is a student, huh?
That's important.
Come on, what was he like back then?
It was all combat training for him.
Oh my goodness.
No wonder All Might was so scared of this guy.
The training was difficult, but I couldn't hold back on him. He was entrusted to me by a sworn friend who had just passed away.
Oh, All Might's predecessor? So, can you tell me anything about the guy?
Huh?
Package for you.
I'll take care of it for you.
So you haven't told him about the seventh holder yet? Hey,
He seemed really surprised that he didn't know something.
Got it. Thanks.
Yep.
A microwave?
New
Yeah,
microwave.
for some reason mine broke yesterday. So I bought a new one.
I can't tell if he's being
All right.
serious or not.
So, what do
Okay,
you
wait, can
think?
you
How
pause
about
for a
we-
second? I just have to get this out there.
Yeah.
When you microwave an egg, what?
Sandy. Can't let anything slide.
It's the issue is there's like a lining inside the egg, right? So from my understanding, if you were to like pop that internal lining, then you can cook an egg in a microwave. It's like a potato where you can't just bake a potato, it'll explode. But if
You have to pierce it before.
yes, okay. So maybe in some kind of like you have to have like an outlet of some sort when you're using One for All.
Interesting. We'll see.
Like something that lets the steam escape, you know, to prevent the explosion, but then you can use all of it.
That's
that
really
kind
smart.
Of thing.
I thought you were just about to give a gripe about microwave and like
So
be
I
like,
bought a
that
new
doesn't
one.
make sense.
Tell if he's
But
No, you can't.
Yeah, no, you're smart.
So, what do you think? How about we eat some of that frozen food I bought? It'll be good.
But the only thing you bought was dessert.
Sign me up.
What can I say?
Amazon. Their microwaves don't spin.
Using my quirk needs to be as easy as taking a breath. Thinking about it objectively, everyone else has had 15 years to get into that kind of mindset. But not me. And time waits for no one. At this rate, in order to draw out more than 5% of my power, I'll need to put in the kind of commitment I did on the beach.
Oh yeah, look at these delicious babies. Come and get them while they're steaming.
My time is limited. What do I focus on?
Why the long face, boy? Just focus on these piping hot pastries for now.
Gonna burn his mouth.
No way! I'm positive that I microwaved them like it said to.
What are
Still
you,
frozen.
an idiot? You stuck a huge plate in there, didn't you? If you do that, there's no room for it to turn, so only one part of it gets hot.
Very
Have
good
you never
detail, you
done this
guys.
before?
Oh, ours isn't the turning type, so no, I guess not. I'm sorry that. I've got it! Whoa, Gran Torino!
It needs to be
Christina,
circulated.
The frozen pastry in my hand is me!
No, it's not. Are you okay?
I don't mean literally. I'm not really
Okay.
a dessert. But I get it. Up until now, I've just been summoning One for All. Only when I really need it. In the places I need it. Like flipping on some kind of switch. But if I do that, my reaction time gets slower and slower with every move. Which means I shouldn't be flipping the switch off. I just have to leave the power on the whole time. Imagining the energy that used to be focused in one place, spreading throughout my entire body.
Kind of the same logic you were saying. Like
Didn't take him long to figure that out.
like self-steaming through not all of one spot, you know?
Interesting.
I need One for All's power surging through all of me, continuously. The 5% that I can use.
Visualizing a pastry in the microwave is pretty boring, kid. You sure you're okay with that?
All Might said that about my egg already, and it was fine with me.
So tell me, can you move in this state?
I don't know for sure.
Looks so cool.
Want to
is
give it
very
a
cool.
try?
Okay.
All
Okay,
right, so
okay.
Deku has figured out something.
Okay.
If you're trying to buy time, it won't work.
Oh shit. Oh wait, that was the off the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dodged it.
I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Like if you use like a percentage of the power for like the punch or the attack or whatever, but then you allocate the rest of the power to like preserving / reinforcing the rest of you so that the attack doesn't do as much damage is such an interesting 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of situation, but you do ultimately end up going forward.
Yeah.
Like the act of changing it is not worth whatever you save.
Yeah, but I'm excited for you to see how Deku can use this power, but that's about it for this episode of My Hero. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below to see episodes coming every Sunday and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait, these episodes are posted to Patreon right now in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our incredible Patreon members. If you want to join our community of well over 3,000 on there, check out the Patreon link in the description below and join at any level to start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. Just Your Average Fangirl asks, what did you think about Gran Torino's teaching style? Do you think he judged Deku too hard against All Might, or do you think his knowledge of One for All will end up being a huge benefit to his training?
I think he did judge him too harshly in comparison to All Might because All Might had so much longer to learn before being his student, in addition to All Might being so much more like physically strong than Deku was. But I think the fact that Gran Torino was so harsh on him, I mean, I think it's going to be beneficial in the sense that like knowing more about a quirk, especially one that's passed down, is always going to be beneficial. But I think Gran Torino has already realized that Deku and All Might are not the same.
Yeah, very different students.
Exactly. So I feel like in that situation, recognizing that there are similarities isn't detrimental because like the baseline assumption is not that they're exactly the same.
Yeah, it's more just seeing through lines and like figuring out what is the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like what do we have in common rather than you guys have everything in common, so I'm going to treat you exactly the same.
Yeah, his training style also like All Might was like show yourself and like try your best and like send it, whereas Gran Torino's like you can't just send it. You got to have a plan. Yeah, but anyway, let's go to our second question. All right, question 2. Markabel Jaden asks, what do you think about Best Jeanist's approach when it comes to Bakugo?
I do think it's a good combination though, because I feel like Bakugo has only the fighting and absolutely nothing else. So going to like an agency where their whole thing is like creating like a consumable package of a hero.
Yeah.
Like he needed Hero Cotillion, and I feel like that's exactly what he's getting.
Yeah. Getting the etiquette.
Exactly. And just from the, half a second that we saw of the other heroes in the room, it seemed like they were all in line with the Jeanist.
He was saying he had them all.
Exactly. Like they were perfect little whatever. Yeah.
Stitched them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Best Jeanist is so cool.
Yeah.
I love Best Jeanist.
Very cool.
He reminds me of Batman somehow. I don't know how, but I mean, you'll see eventually.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm excited to see more Best Jeanist and wonder what his impact's going to be on Bakugo.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to our final question. Miss Breadloaf asks, in this episode, we learned that Shigaraki doesn't really have any reason for killing. Instead, he just proceeds with wanton violence. We also learned that the League of Villains... Wanton violence. We also learned that the League of Villains brought in the hero killer Stain.
I'm sorry.
What?
Just start over. Wanton violence.
It's been said like that before. In this episode, we learned that Shigaraki doesn't really have any reason for killing. Instead, he just proceeds with wanton violence. We also learned that the League of Villains brought in the hero killer Stain so he could guide Shigaraki. Do you think that Stain will leave an impression on him?
I think so, just because the level of disdain that... this rhymes in an annoying way. The level of disdain that Stain had was so immediate and so visceral, which to someone like Shigaraki, who I feel like is not used to that kind of dismissal, even if people don't like you and are terrified of you, there's still like a level of fear-induced respect. And there's none of that in a situation where someone's like, no, I would never work with you. What you're doing is stupid and just so disrespectful. So I think that's going to stick with him just because it's not something he's used to.
I wonder, I'm excited for you to see more of Stain's philosophy, because I just found it so interesting how appalled he was immediately with what, like, he's known as the hero killer, and he heard him being like, hey, I want to go kill this guy. And he's like, no, you don't have the right reason.
You're doing it wrong.
It's very,
very interesting.
Cool character.
Well, and it's like a strange level of like internal justification, because it's like, okay, the end result for the hero, they don't care if the person killing them has like their own internal reason for, they're just dead, you know?
Yeah.
So the whole like, I'm morally superior because my reason for doing this awful thing is better than yours. Like, come on.
Excited for you to see what that reasoning is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I think that's a good place to leave this episode. Thank you for watching. Are we excited for episode 15 of My Hero Academia Season 2?
Can't wait.
All right. Let's get it.
Let's go.